And in an historic win in Hamilton, Ontario, former Ontario NDP leader Andrea Horwath became the city's first female mayor. Joining me now is the newly elected mayor of Hamilton, Andrea Horwath. Good morning.
Good
Congratulations.
morning. Thank you, Marcia. Good morning.
Must have
I'm
been a
thrilled.
late night.
It was a very late night. We had some issues with our election machinery, but it all came out in the wash, as they say. And I'm very honored and humbled to have the opportunity to lead the city as the first woman mayor.
Congratulations again on just that. So, what's first on the list for Hamilton?
Well, we have a lot of challenges, but we also have a lot of opportunities. A big part of the priorities for me, though, is to make sure that the 10 new folks, new councillors that were elected last night, are engaged immediately. So I'll be working very diligently to contact those folks to understand what their priorities are for their communities, and also to build a team that's that's going to work together to not only solve the challenges that we have, but to make sure that we're driving our city forward in a way that we can all be proud of. We have a lot of opportunity in this city, but we need to work together to realize it.
This is a return to municipal politics for you. Why do you think, I mean, you certainly had name recognition on your side. What about your message do you think resonated with Hamilton voters? Why do you think you won?
Well, I think I certainly have some experience at this kind of work, if you will. At the end of the day, it was a close race, and so I want to say that the folks that ran for mayor and all of the council positions actually did an amazing job. It was a vigorous and full conversation about Hamilton that went on for weeks and weeks, and so that's positive. What I think I brought to the table that edged me a little bit higher than my closest competitor was that I have the experience necessary. We knew there were going to be a number of new faces on council, which is an excellent and exciting thing. But with all of those new folks, one of the things we need to see is experience at the helm. Somebody that can hit the ground running, who knows knows the lay of the land, and knows how to provide strong leadership right off the hop. And I think that's one of the advantages that I brought and that Hamiltonians recognized.
What are some of the immediate challenges facing Hamilton?
We have a housing crisis like most places. And so whether that's affordable housing for renters, whether that's housing for people who are having a difficult time, who are unhoused right now and the supports they need to be housed, whether that's young people who are giving up hope of ever buying their first home. They're giving up that dream. We need housing across the spectrum. And so I've been throughout the campaign working to get from the development community, both for-profit and not-for-profit, in other words, private developers and not-for-profit organizations, what some of the solutions that they need to see, what they are, so that we can start implementing them as quickly as possible. Building takes time, so let's solve the log jams and move forward. We have safe street issues here. We've had some horrifying tragedies, so safety on our streets has been a big issue in all parts of Hamilton. Hamilton's a very diverse city. We have lots of smaller communities, rural communities, smaller towns that make up our city. But the road safety issue, it pretty much resonates everywhere. So that's another priority. I also want to see some opportunities to re-engage Hamiltonians. Our turnout wasn't the greatest again last night, and so what I'm hoping to do is put a group of people together, a very diverse group, to talk about how do we engage you more in your city? How do we make sure that the transparency and accountability that I've heard people want is actually implemented? That takes all of us to come to that solution. It's not something a mayor does in isolation in their own office. So that collaborative approach is something that I'm going to take from day one.
So I'm just about out of time, but I want to ask you lastly, because so many people know you as the former leader of the provincial NDP. You never got to be premier, but here you are, the mayor of Hamilton. Do you think this might be your calling?
I got into politics at the municipal level, which you've already mentioned, and I loved it. I loved every minute of it because it's so close to the people, everyday people, working with folks to solve problems, to make life better at the very grassroots level is something that I've that I've done my entire life. And so coming back to this kind of opportunity to really make a difference for people, for communities, for towns, and for the agricultural and rural areas of our city, as well as the urban areas, it's pretty exciting for me. It's what motivates me, and it's where my passion came from in the first place. So I'm absolutely thrilled.